Hello everyone, welcome back to Chronicle IAS Academy. My name is Saloni Nankyoliar and I welcome you to the second lecture of Policy Analysis series, where each week we are picking up one topic of public policy and covering it thoroughly. So the topic for today's discussion is AI regulations, India's vision and the road ahead. We're going to discuss India's approach to AI regulation and the global challenges and future steps for our country. Before we begin, I want to pose a very basic question of what is AI, which everybody knows the answer to, but just to give you some context, AI refers to the ability of machines to perform cognitive tasks like thinking, perceiving, learning, problem solving, and decision making. There are different types of AI like weak AI, strong AI, general AI, and narrow AI. We're not going to dive into the details of those, we'll save that for some other day, but yeah, those are some types of AI. Why is AI important? Because AI is transforming industries like healthcare, finance, education, transportation, and basically everything if used constructively. So, what are the potential uses of AI? Potential uses of AI are everywhere. So, it's in every field if we use it constructively, but it's not just restricted to what you see here on screen. But some basic uses are in healthcare, where AI is powering diagnosis and robotic surgeries, something that's upcoming, but it requires regulation and proper care. Then there is education, where we can have personalized learning and AI tutors. We can create customized e-learnings, lesson plans for people having custom learning needs. We can use it in agriculture for precision farming and crop monitoring. So we can generate soil health reports, and we can have accurate weather forecasting for agriculture. We can also use it in governance for smart cities and digital governance. So, along with uses, unfortunately there are potential misuses of AI, something that is very common these days. And one such potential misuse is misinformation. So deep fakes, it's a cause of grave concern. This is something that's very common. AI generated fake news is very common, which is basically enforcing judgments on people due to certain biases. There are privacy concerns on data surveillance and unauthorized tracking. There are biases in AI, something that's very concerning, because AI basically works on predefined data training sets. So if these training sets have some historic biases on gender, race, or any sort of discrimination, AI is going to fetch those results. So we need to do away with the biases in AI, and we can do that by having diverse training data sets, transparent data sets. Then we also have security threats. So we see AI-powered cyber attacks on individuals, on organizations, on public organizations, private organizations, everywhere, basically. All right. So what is India's vision for AI? Because India is becoming a global leader. India is the number one in population. So what is the potential? So what is the vision that India has for AI is very critical for the world. India wants AI to be inclusive. It wants AI for all. Our leaders are emphasizing on AI to bridge the current digital divide. It wants AI it should benefit all sections of society. We want our AI to be transparent, to focus on AI ethics and governance. We want it to be free of all sorts of discrimination. We want it to be sustainable, because AI basically uses a lot of electricity, a lot of energy, so we want to use green energy to make it sustainable in the long run. We want AI to be responsible so that it has proper skill development and it helps in job creation. Okay, then there is an India AI mission. So India is developing its own large language model. So what is a large language model? It's basically a type of AI which communicates with you and thinks and communicates with you in the form like you're talking to a regular human being. So India is developing its own large language model so that it can be supported in multiple Indian languages to support the diverse diaspora that we have. India also wants to promote AI research, ethics, and infrastructure. Okay. So as you all must be aware that there was a global AI summit that was happening in France, and it was co-chaired by India. So Prime Minister Modi, he delivered a speech, and we're going to talk about the key takeaways that we have from his speech. He talked about global cooperation. He called for cooperation in AI regulation. So basically, all the countries in the world, they should come together. They should brainstorm in developing regulations for AI, for use of AI in constructive purposes. He talked about inclusive AI, as I mentioned. He talked about bridging the digital divide that we have in the country right now, addressing biases, and what is the need for AI. So basically, AI should be used for simplifying the job of humans and increasing our productivity, reducing the time taken to do menial jobs. This should be the need for AI. He talked about AI for Global South. So Global South, unfortunately, is a region that sometimes goes unnoticed because it covers, it has the developing nations and the least developed countries, but it has a large amount of population of the world. It has a huge resource pool, and we cannot really afford neglecting this region. So he talked about AI for Global South, which should ensure developing countries benefit. And then he talked about AI safety. He pushed for trust and transparency, the two pillars on which AI should be built. All right, so there are some existing AI regulations that we have in the country. They are all in the nascent stage right now. We do not have very strict regulations in place, but we do have something. So there is an IT Act 2000 that governs cybersecurity and digital transactions. Then we have the Personal Data Protection Bill 2023. This topic has already been covered by one of our faculty members in the previous videos. I will provide the link to this video in the description. Please do watch it. And then there is a national AI strategy that focuses on AI ethics and governance. Okay, so what are the AI regulations in other countries? And same goes for the other countries. Regulations in other countries are also at a nascent stage right now because AI is growing. It is growing day by day. It's expanding, and people are just researching and on the regulations that should be there in place so that AI is used for ethical and the right purposes. So United States, it has an AI Bill of Rights for innovation with accountability. Then we have European Union. It has AI Act, strict rules on high AI risk systems like healthcare. So European Union has one of the strictest and most comprehensive set of rules for AI, which focuses on protecting the citizens' data for personally identifiable information or personal health information under the Global Data Protection Rights, GDPR. Then we have China, which implements strict government oversight, emphasizing national security and data control in AI governance. And we have the United Kingdom, which has a light touch regulation to encourage AI startups. So this basically is a pro-innovation approach. So UK does not believe in having a lot of strict regulations in place because it does not want to kill innovation. It wants the AI startups to grow, it wants them to flourish. So it's a pro-innovation approach with light touch regulation. Okay, so what is the road ahead for India? India needs clear regulations. It needs to ensure ethical AI development. So right now we're facing the lack of enabling data ecosystems. So India needs to build those in order to have clear regulations and ethical AI development in place. We need to invest in research and infrastructure, which means we need to do a lot of R&D. We need to have more resources allocated to STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, so that we basically encourage more people to do research in these domains. Then we need to have global standards in place. We need to collaborate with the minds across the world, governments across the world, to have global AI standards in place. We also need to have stricter data privacy laws so that these strengthened laws basically prevent misuse. They prevent the cyber attacks and the cyber crime scams that are happening these days. Then India also needs to basically address the misconception, a very common misconception, that AI is going to take all the human jobs away. So AI, I think it's safe to say that AI will not replace humans. And I can draw a parallel here. So when the Industrial Revolution happened, people felt that with the introduction of machines, humans will be useless. They will not be doing the work. But whenever a new technology is introduced, humans are not wiped away. They are just, the nature of the jobs change. So we'll definitely require to have some upskilling, reskilling in these domains so that we can basically conform to the new sets of jobs which will be there in place. And then India needs to address the global disunity. This was something that was seen in the Global AI Summit that happened right now, where US and UK, they refused to sign the joint statement released by these countries. And why did they refuse? They said that they felt that the declaration didn't provide enough practical clarity on global governance, nor sufficiently address the harder questions around national security and the challenge AI poses to it. So I think the worlds basically, they need to come together, they need to brainstorm and just address the issues that they're facing right now so that there is a global AI governance in place. Okay, so that is it for today's video, but before I end the video, I would nudge you to just think a little and answer the question that is shown on screen. The question is, what is a key challenge in regulating artificial intelligence? And here are the options. Please just nudge yourselves a little and provide the answers in the comment section, and we'll reveal the correct answer in the next video. So thank you all. Until we meet the next time, please keep studying and keep analyzing.